Check.
Can't hear it.
That's the loading, guy. It's not on yet. Your hair looks so flattened. You look like fucking... You look like alfalfa without the fucking point back. Paula Dean. I can't say that because they don't know about that yet. This isn't the episode before.
What's
up, guys?
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys?
Okay, you little YouTuber.
When did you start YouTube?
Like officially?
Yeah.
Or like when I used to do little one-offs? When I did one-offs, started back in 2000 and...
Like your Shut Up Camilla
11.
page. Like when did you start?
My first
posting?
video ever was in 2010.
Wow. But then like was it
But then I posted maybe one more video that year and then never again until I went to college. And then I did my goodbye first year of college video in 2011 or 2012. And then I never posted again until 2020 when I started my YouTube food thing. And here we are now in 2023. Wow. Right? I was a little on again, off again, but having my Crumble Cookie Monday reviews has made me very consistent. So I at least post every Monday.
That's fair.
But it's more likely that I do like Monday, Wednesday, Friday is my posting schedule usually.
That's so hard.
It's really hard more recently with my Bajas endeavors, but we get it done.
Shut up, Bajas.
Shut up, Bajas.
That is a lot. That's a lot of posting, a lot of editing. That's why
I mean, I do minimal editing.
Huh?
I do minimal editing.
Well, I kind of do minimal editing on this.
Which is why we can be consistent with it.
But that's always been my problem. Is like I have to write shit and then I have to set it up, record it, edit it. It's very hard.
You need a personal assistant.
We need money
Hire
for
someone
those
from
things.
Johnson & Wales.
Johnson & Wales? What,
Yeah.
you gonna cook for me?
Yeah. We got Skylar to help us with a lot of stuff. But the poor girl, we like load so many things on her.
I know, but no. The thing is with her,
She's like, I'm fine. I'm like, are you?
yeah, but I'd rather her like focus on helping us with this rather than like me trying
Everything else.
to do like my one-off like rant videos. I mean, this is basically like one long rant video as it is.
So true. So we're gonna go on a rantscapade.
A rantscapade.
A rantscapade. New shirt idea. Rantscapade.
I know we have so many shirt ideas.
Can we write this down? Not now, but like right after this episode, because I
we
feel
have
like
a
we're
lot
gonna
to write
forget.
down because we're actually going to meet up with
Skylar.
Skylar Batz again.
Skylar.
We have a bunch of things that we have to talk about.
So we're gonna go on a rantscapade today on one of Joseph's favorite topics.
Is it not one of your favorite topics?
It is one of my favorite topics, but like I'm a female, and that typically is something that females go crazy for. But Joseph also goes crazy for it, and I
man.
really love it.
And they're like, "What the fuck?" could
We're
that
so
be?
in sync in so many ways, you know. Get it?
Yeah.
That was so good.
that was
So
pretty
today's
good.
rantscapade is boy bands. Boy bands. And this is a very broad topic because boy bands could be anything from 90s, 80s boy bands that we know of, like New Kids on the Block and Backstreet Boys and NSYNC and 98 Degrees. But then we could also go into like the 2000s of like
Sure.
2010s rather, of like One Direction and that kind of 5 Seconds of Summer. And then are there any current boy bands right now like in 2023 that exist?
Probably
I feel like
just BTS.
Oh, true. Okay, so we went to the K-pop area, which is just regular pop essentially, but yeah,
I don't
BTS
Why
might
do they distinguish it?
I don't know. I was talking to Nalanda about it because she was talking about the negative connotation that comes with K-pop, where people might be like, "Oh, I don't listen to K-pop," but K-pop is really just pop music.
It's just
they just
pop by like Koreans.
people who are Korean. That's
just-
really all it is.
I don't understand the.
I guess I never really thought of it, and I was like, true. Like it's just pop music.
It's just pop music.
Yeah,
you could say
that's
that about anybody's
anything.
fucking background. It's
So
really
yeah, it's very strange, but I guess that besides like K-pop bands, because there's other K-pop bands. I know there's like thousands, but I only know of BTS, and I recently learned of a lot of female like K-pop bands. But I feel like BTS is like the biggest male K-pop band that's out there, I think. But other than BTS and maybe other K-pop bands, are there any other ones? I think 5 Seconds of Summer still makes some music, but other than them, I don't think there's really.
Well, the Backstreet Boys still make music, so
But like you're saying,
but
like newer.
today, yeah, like
Yeah, they make music today.
No, I mean like people that were that became a band within the last like 2020 to 2023.
No, because I think what is the band that sings The Wanted, right? They came around the same time as like One Direction. But One Direction, they're all doing solo stuff. So not really. The Jonas Brothers, kind of. I mean,
but
I feel like
to me, they stemmed from like when I was a kid. Like those are like my kid years.
Yeah.
I can't think of any like modern.
They're
like,
back together. They're putting out new music.
I'm going to see them. That's my alarm.
Yeah, we know. But I don't know like their older stuff. So like, were they more of like a kind of like a pop band? Because now it's very like it seems like it's more of like a boy band type deal now.
Yeah, before back in the day they did a lot of poppy
but they played instruments, right? Or no?
Yeah,
they did.
Yeah, so
they were like a band.
They all do, and they still do.
Do they?
Well, yeah. So Nick is the youngest, and he plays guitar and also does the piano. Kevin is the oldest, and he does guitar, and he doesn't really sing. He does like some backup vocals. And then Joe is the front man. He's the one who like sings a lot. So nowadays, like Nick, he still plays his guitar and stuff like that when he plays older music. Some of the newer music, he doesn't play his guitar all the time, but the oldest brother, Kevin, he plays the guitar in every single song, essentially.
So they're more, I would say they're more of like a pop band rather than a boy band. Boy band, I always think of like you're just kind of singing, dancing. You're not really playing an instrument.
AKA Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, and every other 90s boy band.
So on three, who's your favorite boy band of all time?
Oh, of all time. Hold on.
One.
Yep.
Two.
Yeah.
Three.
Backstreet Boys.
Wow. All right. Yeah, totally. A lot of people disagree and they say NSYNC, and I love NSYNC and I respect them, but they haven't been together in 20 years, and the Backstreet Boys are still going, and they're actually, this is their 30th year.
Really? They must be doing a big tour, are they? Are we going to go see them? Can we do that as like a tax write-off for us?
Business expense.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Business expense. We're doing it for research purposes.
We could. They came last year.
We're going live from the Backstreet Boys concert.
Just bring this microphone and the gavel. I don't think we'll get credentials, but we could try.
Probably not.
But they came last year though, didn't they?
I think it was either last year or the year, but probably last.
No, they played
it was last year because we were gonna go and then we couldn't.
But I think they played here. But then didn't they also do the Winter Ball? God, what do I call?
Kiss 108.
Yeah. The jingle.
Jingle Ball.
What the fuck is it called?
Jingle Ball.
Jingle Ball. They came for that.
Yeah.
Didn't they?
I think so. I think they were the headliners for it.
Right.
Because actually
right,
they were.
Yeah,
because Mikey V was gonna have. Mikey V was having one of the Backstreet Boys DJ with him, and he invited me to go because I like commented on something, and I was like, oh my gosh. And he was like, do you want to come? And I was like, yes. And then what happened was, I can't remember what happened that day, but Nick and I had already gone to like something else. I think we had just came back from like New York or something.
It was at the day of Jingle Ball.
Yeah. And so we just got back from like New York or Springfield or something like that. And we got back and I was like, let's go. And he was like, Camilla, I'm so tired. We just drove like an hour and a half, like each way. So 3 hours total. He's like, I don't want to drive an hour at 9 o'clock at night to go to Boston. So I didn't go because I just didn't want to drive. I would normally drive solo. I have no problem driving solo, but I didn't. My mom was like, you're not going to go alone to Boston. And it was like snowing on top of it that day at night. She's like, you're not doing that. But who's your favorite Backstreet Boy member?
Who do you think?
Oh, okay.
Because I could guess yours potentially.
Guess mine.
Actually, wait, I don't know. It's either Nick or Brian.
I'll let you guess one.
Fuck. Is it not?
One guess from you potentially were right, but like who was my childhood crush?
Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because he was like the young one, and he was like
he was a
the
little
throb.
blonde boy, like super cute. I also had a crush on Aaron Carter, like may you rest in peace. When I was younger,
yeah.
When he was on Lizzie McGuire, I know,
bro. I could not watch that shit.
I know. You must have hated seeing like them together and
Me
just
too.
kiss.
For the longest time, I couldn't watch the end of the Lizzie McGuire movie.
Really?
Yeah, she kissed
when
Gordo.
she kissed Gordo?
Yeah, I felt bad. It was like a pity one, obviously, because she's like, "Yeah, all right, kid.
Oh,
You could have
or
one
maybe
for the
like,
team. I'll take one for the team." Gordo.
is that how it went down? You think?
Yeah, I think so. Because like, if they did Lizzie McGuire like now, they would have never worked out.
True. Very true.
As they grew older.
So I think your favorite member is Howie.
Mm-mm.
AJ?
Mm-hmm.
AJ. I should have guessed AJ. Howie is now, as an adult, one of my favorite member. And I'll tell you why. Because 2016-ish, I don't remember. But it was like their first like real comeback show, I think. And it happened at Xfinity Center. And this was like, people were not going crazy for them again yet. Because people were still, I think, getting like, I don't know. I think people were still just like, whatever. And so they offered this deal where you could go party with them after the concert. And it would just be like Howie and like a few people, like most of them would be there, but like some of them would like come and go. But you essentially could like listen to their music, and some of them would DJ, and you could just go hang out with them. Mm-hmm. And Howie was the most personable. He literally like came up, he like grabbed my hand, he was like, "Hi." And he was just super sweet. So now as an adult, I think I paid an extra like $100. My friend didn't want to do it. And I paid for myself and her ticket to go do this extra party. This was
that's one of the only times where I would say $100 it's worth it to go party with the Backstreet Boys, because I would do that.
You would do that right now?
I would do that right now. Yeah.
What's your like second favorite? So you don't consider, I guess, like One Direction.
I like One Direction.
One Direction we can be considered a boy band, right? Because they never like played any instruments.
No, they were definitely a boy band. I like One Direction.
So what would be your next favorite boy band?
Ooh,
second up in line.
God, that's tough.
I feel like I would have guessed New Kids on the Block for you, because you have all their Funko Pops.
I do, but I also have all the Backstreet Boys.
Do you?
Yeah.
I feel like I just never noticed.
They're on the bottom row because they were like one of the first sets I got. I do like New Kids. I like NSYNC. I don't know if I have a second favorite. I think the Backstreet Boys would be my favorite, but I also, like, people forget Boyz II Men. Like,
oh yeah.
I love Boyz II Men.
I always forget about Boyz II Men.
I have their Funko Pops too.
I know. I did see that. So I'm on Teen Vogue right now, and it says our favorite boy bands of all time, and it goes through the lineup. Right, so I want to know yes or no. Ready?
Okay.
BTS.
Yeah, you know what? Because a lot of the songs that they play on the radio, I don't realize that it's them.
And then afterwards, you're like, oh, this is good.
Yeah. So they're a yes for me.
Okay. Yes for me too. Boyz II Men.
Definitely a yes.
It's a yes for me too. We didn't think of this. I don't know if you would consider this. They do. This, again, it would go against your standards of what boy bands are. But the Beatles.
They're not a boy band.
They have it on Teen Vogue.
Maybe because they were like,
one of the first like heartthrobby,
yeah, like, but they're a band.
I know, like they're all playing instruments.
They all play instruments. That's a band. That's not a boy band.
Okay, but yes.
Yeah, I like.
Okay, sure. All right. With some minor little small print details for that one. Okay, One Direction.
Yes.
Yes, for me too. Who's your favorite One Direction? Of course, mine's like Harry, but that's besides the point.
I don't know if I have a favorite, but I like all their solo stuff too. Most of the songs that I've heard anyway. I don't know their deep cuts.
Yeah, most of them are good. NSYNC.
Yes.
98 Degrees.
Yes.
Both yes for me. I feel like
is LFO
oh
on there?
Oh my gosh. I hope so.
Because that's a yes.
So I'll get to that one real quick. For 98 Degrees, what's like the main song when you think of 98 Degrees? What's like the first song that you think of?
Fuck.
For me, it's like "Give Me Just One Night."
Yeah.
Una noche.
I think maybe the what the fuck? I forget the name of the song though.
Can you remember how it goes?
Well, yeah, it's like the "I Do." Is that? Maybe
it's literally called "I Do."
Yeah, because in the music video, Screech is in it at the end. And, like, he steals the girl.
Speaking of favorite songs, then, so what's your favorite like NSYNC song? and then we'll talk about Backstreet Boys because we have different Backstreet Boys ones. We talked about that one together.
That's tough though because there's like
so many iconic songs.
Yeah, and then there's like deep cuts that people don't really think about that are good too. I don't know. A favorite NSYNC song.
Bye 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 was obviously the one that went like to this day, right? Is like one of the most viral ones. For me, there's a sense of nostalgia that comes with Bye 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 because I remember seeing that as a kid and like wanting. And that was the one where they had the dolls, right? Was that Bye Bye Bye? Am I thinking of the wrong music video?
When they were like the girl was the puppeteer.
Yeah.
But when they were the dolls, It's Gonna Be Me.
Oh,
that was two different things.
Okay, so for me, of course you would know this better than I did. I just like proved my point. For me, I think it would have to be both of them. But I remember when I was a kid going to Toys R Us and they actually created the dolls. The dolls were at Toys R Us at one point, and I wanted a Justin Timberlake one.
I had one
so badly, and I ended up getting one. I don't know where they are now though. I wonder if they're worth anything. You think they're worth anything?
I don't know. I had two. One was in the box was really
his little curly hair, ramen noodle hair. It was so cute.
Another one that people forget too is I Drive Myself Crazy. That's a good one, and that's the one where Chris actually starts the song,
which like never happens. What's your favorite Backstreet Boys song?
Fuck.
You narrowed it down to like one of them. I can't remember what it was. Do you remember what mine was?
The Call?
The Call, yeah.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Hello.
It's not my favorite, but it's definitely in there. It's tough because they have such a good catalog. So I don't know.
You're such a diehard fan.
It just depends on like what mood I'm in, really.
Okay.
But like Drowning's good. Okay. Like their hits are all good, but then there's some deep cuts. I showed you one.
You did, and I didn't even really know it.
I think it was off of Millennium.
I think so.
Which fucking song? I was even trying to think of the name of it.
I'm not sure.
Kevin wrote it.
Maybe I'll come back to you. It'll come back to you.
I know.
So next boy band, the Jackson 5.
Yeah. I mean,
and they're a hit in my book.
Yeah.
Little Michael Jackson was so cute. Such a little cutie. So this one I don't personally know it because it's a K-pop band that I personally haven't listened to, but maybe we should open up and expand our horizons.
I just don't like the fact that they're segregated.
I know.
I just call them pop.
I know.
Care if it's K-pop.
So they're called Shin-E. Have you heard of them by any chance?
No.
I would play some of the music, but then we would get a little copyright strike. It's not like we get monetized anyways, so I don't think.
Yeah, you can. I mean, if we ever do, if this video for some reason gets monetized, we just can't monetize on it.
Fair. All
right.
Yeah,
play it.
I'll play like a quick little snippet. Just quick.
Turn off. What were you playing? As I Lay Dying? What were you playing?
Yeah, literally. All right, let's see. So we'll play. So this song, okay. There's two songs that I see with insane amounts of listens. There's one that's called Replay with 51 million. Then there's another one called View with 63 million.
Okay.
I'm going to do the one that's number one because it's popular with 51 million.
Popular.
Here, I'll go up.
Yeah, just scroll again. Yeah, but this isn't in English.
No, it's not in English.
Which is fine. I can listen to music that's not in English, but I don't really know what they're saying.
Do
they do anything in English, or is it strictly like Korean?
I can't answer that.
Okay.
Truthfully.
So we'll put that on the list to listen to them. I probably could get into it very easily. I just don't know what they're saying necessarily.
Fair. We'll have to give it a fair shot. But so far, first impressions, they're very cute. They're a cute little boy band. Look at them.
Yeah, they're like super young.
They look like babies, or they just have really great genetics. Could be either one. New Kids on the Block.
It's an easy yes.
See, for me, it's a yes because they're classics. But I maybe know like 3 New Kids on the Block songs because that wasn't my generation. Like that was kind of yours because you grew up. I mean, you were born in the 80s. But you were born.
Barely.
But by the time I was born in 93.
Yeah, no, they weren't your generation for sure. But
like I grew up with like Britney, NSYNC.
Yeah, but so did I. But here's a good question, because we've talked about this, or I've talked about this with other people, is what music can your generation claim? Because when you're young, like when I was young, they were like the thing. Yeah. But I feel like it was almost like the generations before's, or maybe like
because they would have been old enough to like understand.
Yeah, like I feel like our ownership of our generation music.
I'm like, yeah, like how we're saying like, oh, Backstreet Boys and NSYNC is ours, but we were maybe only like in my case, I was maybe like 4, 5, 6, 7. Like I kind of grew up with it, but
yeah, I feel like, so for me, because there is an age difference here, but like I feel like my generation can claim like the TRL shit, like
okay,
Korn and Limp Bizkit and like the new metal stuff and Backstreet Boys and NSYNC. You know what I mean? Like there's a gap of where you can claim that was like that was our generation.
What year? This will be a little trivia question for you. What year did Bye 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 drop?
I'm gonna say 2001.
Let me see.
I think 2001, because they broke up in 2003.
2000, January 2000.
Okay.
So that means I was 7. So I feel like I can kind of claim that as like, because that was perfect age for me. I was 2nd grade, 3rd grade, like that age of just literally absorbing everything off of the TV.
I think that's fair. I mean,
I think if I was born like my friend Maria, our friend Maria, she was born where, what, 2009, what year was she? 97? I have to do the math out. But anyways, if someone's born in like 97, I feel like at that point, like you're too young. 2000, you're 3 years old. Like I think
you can't
as an early 90s, like 91, 90 to 93.
But that's what I'm saying.
Between 7 and 10 years old. That's like perfect.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like I can't claim, I don't know, I guess you could, but like New Kids, Vanilla Ice, like that stuff. Like, but then again, like in elementary school, what you're talking about, that age range, like we used to watch MTV before we went to the bus stop, and it was like Tupac and Busta Rhymes and Bone Thugs.
Who let the dogs out? That was
later.
I was in elementary school for me.
Were you?
Yeah.
That was my
5th grade song.
5th grade? No way.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
No fucking way, dude. Because that came out when I was in like 6th grade.
Oh, maybe I was
Who Let the Dogs Out? I was probably like 11. It probably came out in like fucking... Because that was on the Rugrats movie.
By Baha Man.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think I was like 11 when that came out, which would have been like 99.
2000.
Yeah.
It was released in 2000. Yeah, so I was once again 7.
Right, so it was not your 5th grade song.
No, I was 2nd grade. That was my 2nd grade song. But we did sing it, or it was in some graduation thing in the 5th grade. I thought it was because...
You had a 5th grade graduation?
Yeah, everyone has an elementary school graduation before you go into like...
I don't think so, man.
Maybe West Warwick does something different. Good thing I left the school system.
But a lot of like the Catholic schools, they do 8th grade graduations, because my stepsister had an 8th grade graduation. Cheese's daughter had an 8th grade graduation.
Yeah, that's
like
normal.
When you go to public school, we're like, what the fuck is that? We don't do that.
Yeah.
But that is like, you know why? Because like that's where they cut off. Those schools only go to 8th grade.
Oh, so then you have to go into like the high schools after.
Right.
So the boy band, this one I don't know. It's called Together, but
oh my god, yo, you don't know who Together is?
I probably know
Bro,
some of the
stop
songs.
reading it for a second. Let me just school you. Stop reading.
Okay.
Turn your phone down.
Yeah.
So Together, yo, put your phone down, bro. Together was like, so it was right around the time where these boy bands started popping off.
Okay.
And they came out with a thing on MTV, and it was like
that I saw MTV, and that's all I saw.
It was like a mockumentary.
A mockumentary?
Yeah, it was like, it was a show based on like creating a boy band. But it was like, so like Kevin Farley was like the old, because every boy band had an old guy. There was one that was super young. You've never heard these songs?
I don't think so. When I see this, it looks like that
the hardest part of breaking up is getting back your stuff.
Oh, I do
Calculus.
know that. No, I don't know that one. I know the other one.
That was their biggest hit.
I don't. Should we play it real quick?
Yes.
Okay, hold on real quick. So it says the Heartthrob, the Shy One, while they were originally formed to spoof IRL boy bands, they eventually created a fan base. One thing led to another, and they ended up opening for Britney Spears on her Oops, I Did It Again tour in 2000. And let's be real, it's impossible to listen to You Plus Me Equals Us, Calculus, without having it stuck in your head for the remainder of the week. All right.
I can't believe you've never. This is like.
I definitely didn't know that's the name of the band. So
that is so funny. Because, but see, they came out when I was in middle school. Yeah, but this is the hardest part of breaking up, right?
Yeah. I just want. Okay, I do know that one. All right,
How do you?
Is this? No, that's not it, right?
Calculus was like their big hit.
All right, let me.
And then they had Say It, Don't Spray It.
Okay, let's see if I can find this.
Are you looking on Spotify?
Yeah.
I don't. It's probably
think it's
not. Go on YouTube.
Yeah, it's definitely not on that.
If you know together, comment.
Together.
Give them a shout out.
Calculus.
This is like dealing with an alien right now. This is fucking hilarious.
All right, let's see. The Heartthrob.
You'll know by the chorus. You gotta scroll it a little bit because you gotta get into like the good chorus.
Is this the chorus?
No. Yeah, this is.
No.
What?
I have no idea, but I can tell you that I do know the hardest part of breaking up because it has that red bar underneath on YouTube, meaning I watched that probably like a little while ago. So
that was probably because I sent it to you.
Potentially.
Because what the fuck else do you know that?
That's what I mean. Like I feel like I learned about this recently. I don't think I like grew up with that, so it might have been probably you.
You're welcome.
Okay. So apparently, Get Together or no, Together. Not Get Together. God. The next one is. I feel like I know it, but I can't think of maybe one of their songs. I'm not sure. Maybe I don't know. CNCO.
Let me see.
CNCO. Oh, I do know them. I think they're newer. I actually only know them because they do. I think they do Spanish. Yeah, they sing in Spanish, and they did a song with a girl group band that's based out of the UK, but they're big here too, called Little Mix, and they did a like collaboration song with them, and it was very good. So you probably wouldn't know them, but they're very.
I don't know them, but I'll check them out.
Next one, O-Town.
Oh yeah, easy.
As a result of ABC MTV series Making the Band.
Yep.
So O-Town, is that a yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. This might be a new. Oh no, this is an older group. I just don't really know them. Yeah, older. Oh, and they're from Boston. New Edition. New Edition.
You don't know who fucking New Edition is, guy?
I mean, I don't recognize the group name. It says they were formed in 1978. Well, that's like older. Like I wouldn't know.
Bobby Brown, guy.
No, I don't know.
What
he left the group in 1985. That was before I was even born.
I know, but like, so the fuck what? You don't know shit like later? Like,
I do, but I know like not like...
Belle Biv DeVoe was based out of that group?
I have no idea.
Dude.
Decades later, the group reunited for New Edition's 30th anniversary and were officially inducted into the Black Music and Entertainment Walk of Fame in February 2022.
I can't believe you don't. Bro, I was literally just singing the fucking song when we went to Wildflower. Shout out Wildflower.
What was the song?
Mr. Telephone Man. Because it was on the radio.
So then I probably know like some of their songs. I just didn't know the band. Get it, Joseph.
You brought the fleas in.
Shut up. Next one is one that I know that I loved, and I really only knew one song though. This band came a little earlier than me, a generation before me. So you might know them more, but if you're an 80s baby, you love them because you actually grew up with them. The Hanson, the brothers.
Yeah.
I obviously knew Mbop.
Yeah, see, I don't know their deep catalog beyond that.
I don't either.
They also played instruments, so I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sold on them being a boy band. I think they're just a band.
I don't know this one, so maybe you'll get mad at me again. Take That. They were formed in Manchester in 1990. They have some chart-topping songs called Back for Good and Never Forget.
Yeah. Yep.
And this is what they look like.
I never actually saw what they looked like, but I do know at least one of those songs.
We're starting to get into the forbidden area where I don't know them, but you probably do. The next one, I could be pronouncing this wrong, but Jodeci.
Jodeci. God, bro, this is like embarrassing.
The R&B quartet.
How did you say it? Jodeci.
Like an Italian name. R&B quartet was big in the 90s.
Casey and JoJo that were in. Do you know Casey and JoJo?
I see them now. They formed a spin-off duo called what?
Casey and JoJo.
Oh, so no.
Fuck, you don't know you've definitely heard Casey and JoJo.
Okay, so let me preface all of this or
this is
not
so
preface it, but I probably have heard some of their songs. I just don't recognize the name. I'm not good. If you say what's the name of this song, I can kind of get it.
Can you look up Casey and JoJo real quick? Because I need to confirm that you've at least heard one of these fucking songs.
It's just Spotify.
God, that's so embarrassing.
It's Casey. It's spelled different.
K-C-I.
Yeah, C-I.
And JoJo is J-O-J-O.
And JoJo. All right. What do we listen to? All My Life. Oh, wait. I feel like I know All My Life.
You must know one of these songs. We're totally.
Oh, I know this song.
Okay.
I just don't know who sings it, though.
Fine. That's fine. I just need to confirm.
All my life. This is every wedding song. I prayed for someone like you. Really? I've heard it at so many people's weddings.
Not one wedding I've gone to that they played that.
You've gone to some pretty crappy music
weddings.
weddings.
Although, you know what? I'm going to just throw
I would
this
play
out there.
the best music at my wedding.
Nobody's going to play better music than me at my wedding. I might just throw a wedding for myself. Just to fucking have a DJ come out and play music. If you put the Macarena or the Electric Slide on your fucking do not playlist, don't invite me.
Oh wait, you want it on there?
Absolutely, don't fucking invite me. If it's gonna be on your do not fucking playlist, go fuck yourself.
Brendan and Margaret, you better be playing.
I will not show up
really
to anybody's wedding.
The Macarena wouldn't have been on there. I would do the Electric Slide. But
you know how to do the Electric Slide?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I know how to do the Electric Slide.
Do you know how to do the bus
I know.
stop?
Yeah.
You
the
don't know
what?
how to do the bus stop.
The bus stop. What's that?
See, you don't know. That was like a middle school joint too. Like at the middle school dances, they would play shit like that.
I know almost all of the dances though. I do have to say.
I'll teach you the bus stop.
What's the one that you shuffle over to the right, shuffle over to the left, and then you go to the other side?
Oh, I think they call that the Electric Slide.
No.
That's what you just did. That
is the electric. But what's the other song? There's another song. It's just not coming here.
The Cupid Shuffle?
No. It's it's blanking. I can't think of it. It'll come to me though. I'll figure it out before we leave. So I do know All My Life, so therefore I know Jodeci.
No, that's Casey and JoJo, who were in Jodeci.
Okay, Jodeci.
So moving on.
Okay.
That was painful.
I might know them, maybe.
Jodeci.
It's like Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci.
Yeah, Joe Pesci. You like that band, Joe Pesci?
Okay, the next one is Menudo. So they were a Puerto Rican boy band formed in 1977. They were in a bunch of TV series and stuff like that. I don't think I know them, but I know of them.
But wasn't I don't know if I know any songs, but wasn't Ricky Martin?
Ricky Martin was
Menudo?
in it. Yeah.
I don't know if I know Menudo songs though.
It's Ricky Martin and Menudo in a circa, or maybe not, but maybe he played with them. There's a picture that says.
I think he was in Menudo.
Hold on. Original lineup consisted of brothers Fernando, Nefty Salaberry, along with Melendez brothers, Carlos, Oscar, and Ricky.
Yeah.
But did he shorten his last name Martin to Melendez, or Melendez to Martin then? Because then otherwise,
probably he's Spanish. Martin's not a Spanish last name.
The band has had several different members over the years, including the iconic Ricky Martin. So he wasn't part of the original lineup, but he joined it after. Yeah. All right. I think we're getting towards the end of this list. SB19. It's a Filipino boy band. I don't know them.
Never heard of them.
Never heard of them either. And there's no picture available, so I can't really look at them. Ooh, you're probably going to get mad because I don't. Oh, no, I know the song, so I know the band. I didn't know they sang the song All for One.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an easy one, yeah.
Next one, we have 17, which is classified as a K-pop band. I don't think that. Oh my! Look at how many people are part of this K-pop group.
My
There's
God.
a lot of boys.
They put Slipknot to shame.
Facts. That's a lot of boys. I don't know this one. Oh yes, I do. See, once I see what their hit song is. Baby, when
I was just going to say, do you remember 5? Yeah.
Okay. See, look at me go. Ready? Hold on.
Wait. No.
I'm going to say the name of the song and you have to guess what the band's name is for the next ones.
Okay, but can I, because they're probably not on that list, and then they might be. We talked about them a couple weeks ago. Remember Dream Street?
Oh, Jesse McCartney. Yes.
J-Mac.
That was a very good boy band group. My phone's on 1%, so let's bust this out. Ready? Who sings "Gots to Be" or "Girlfriend"? I can't think of how they go.
Girlfriend?
Yeah.
NSYNC?
No. B2K with singers Lil Fizz, J-Boog, Raise.
Do you not know who B2K is?
No, I do. I just can't think of how it goes. And Omarion.
Yeah, you don't know who.
I just can't think of how it goes.
Okay.
Ooh, this is a boy band during my time. I guess I was a little too old to be watching this, but Big Time Rush. Okay, maybe I was a little too old, but I was still in it. Another one, Westlife, which is a UK band. I've never actually heard of them. They were in the 90s.
Don't remember.
Big Bang, which is a K-pop group. We got 5 Seconds of Summer.
Mm-hmm.
We have the Jonas Brothers are on here. Monsta X, which is a newer band. LFO is on here.
Fuck yeah.
There they
Summer
are.
Girls.
The Wanted. And
but the Wanted,
that was it.
Didn't the Wanted come out with
Backstreet Boys, of course.
Didn't the Wanted come out with like a show? After like that song dropped because they kind of like fell off.
Did they? I'm not really sure. I'm gonna see if this will load. With an easy, funky vibe and fun lyrics, they produced several chart-topping hits like "Summer Girls," "Girl on TV." I used to love "Girl on TV." I'll tell you a story about that one.
Can't wait to hear it. Do you know who the girl on TV was?
Wait, we're talking about Wanted, right? Hold on.
Yeah, but do you know who the girl on TV was?
Amanda Bynes.
No.
Who was it?
Who they wrote the song about?
I thought it was about Amanda Bynes.
Was actually in the video too, I'm pretty sure. No.
Who was it?
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very sweet. She's a beauty. So I heard the song when they played on the Amanda Bynes show or the Amanda show.
Oh yeah.
And they were like the singer at the end of the show. Like they always had a band. And they were just sitting there with Amanda Bynes and she was like singing like that. And they were talking about the girl on TV. And it was really cute.
And you thought it was about Amanda Bynes, who was like fucking 11 at that point. Bro.
Okay, so The Wanted, it says... they started their own reality show on E! Called The Wanted Life, which was produced by Ryan Seacrest. The Wanted went on hiatus in 2014, but they've promised that they will work together again one day. And they sang the "I'm glad you came, do 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 do, the stars come out," and that is the conclusion of our boy band.
And on that note, comment on your favorite who your favorite boy band is,
and if we
and your favorite boy band member.
Ooh, if we didn't name them off.
We definitely did.
We probably named all of... Teen Vogue had a very in-depth list.
They did.
I'm very proud of them. That was great.
Very.
I love that for you. Yes.
I was going to say something.
No idea what you were going to say.
I blanked. I hate that for me. Check out Together because they're fucking hilarious. And check out Joe Deshi.
Can we make that into a shirt, please?
Joe Pesci. Have Joe Pesci.
Outline of Joe Pesci at the bottom.